G'day guys, welcome back to the WGL APAC Season 1 and now into our third match here today, Alex. It's going to be between EL and B Gaming. Should be a pretty good one.
Yeah, I'm thinking so. Probably. I'm like...
It could go either way, to be honest. Like, yes, EL
Really?
Gaming have been looking... Well, no. But it could be... We could see B Gaming come here and get a few rounds, I think is what I'm saying.
No, that's going to be the trick here, if
Right.
B Gaming can get a few rounds. So I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah.
If B Gaming can get a few rounds. But, you know, either way, we're in for a treat because it's EL Gaming.
Yep.
And EL Gaming always put on a show.
They definitely do. They put on usually a quick show, which is... Maybe we'll see that coming out today. B Gaming, of course, also a reasonably aggressive team too. So it could be a bit of a clash of the two sort of similar teams, I suppose, is what I'm getting at.
Two of the similar play styles.
Yeah.
For both of these guys. Look, absolutely. That you know,
Yeah.
definitely wouldn't rule that out. To see both of these teams playing aggressively, but I suppose the question is, you know, how will B Gaming's aggression be able to match up to EL's? You know, so that's something which a lot of teams have struggled with so far.
Yeah, you're certainly right. And really, I mean, when we look, I suppose, across both the teams, obviously EL, I don't think anyone's going to be too worried in us saying that EL's definitely the favourites coming into this one. But B Gaming certainly looking like one of the better teams in the competition at the moment. We'll have a look at their lineup and check out what's going on with them. Ladder position number 4, so that's pretty decent.
Yeah, can't complain about that. So I think we have B Gaming, you know, 7mm. He's one to look out for. Til Matil as well. We love seeing the players of Til Matil, and actually I found him on Twitter the other day as well. So if you like seeing Matil's plays, then go ahead and chuck him a follow at Til. I think his tag is. So something along those lines. But lots of these guys actually have Twitter and stuff. So definitely everyone's worth a follow. But a few Til Matil, probably T4 and 7mm, they're going to be worth a follow in-game as well as out to watch out for the big plays that they usually make. Tacky as well, honestly. Tacky's a great player on the B Gaming lineup, super solid, and rarely see him make any big mistakes, so yeah.
Yeah, now, obviously EL's on a pretty big win streak. I think they're into 9 wins in a row now, so, or 10 wins, something like that. Really, doesn't really matter because whatever the case, they're doing fantastic at the moment. B Gaming coming in with pretty decent form as well. Obviously, sitting in number 4 on the ladder, you'd expect they've been doing some pretty good work. Obviously, when we look across both the teams, that I suppose the map pool, really, both teams have a very strong map pool here.
Yeah.
EL, of course, have a bit of a stronger map pool, but there are some parts of the pool that may be weak. We'll have to see here against B Gaming. But having a look first at the guys from EL Gaming, who are obviously our number 1 position.
Number 1, yep, up the top. And, I mean, EL Gaming, they're the ones to beat this season. It is as simple as that, really. And, like, it's so hard to even pick out one member of EL Gaming to say, oh, yeah, let's look out for him. Because they're all amazing players. You know, I was just looking, right, the other day at, I think it was What Statistics or one of the World of Tanks statistics websites. I forget which one.
I think it was What Labs.
What Lab, maybe What Labs. But up on the top players for the Asia server. Notice a couple of well-known names.
Yeah,
Mr. Guan Ren was at the top in I think position number 3. So you know he was going huge, of course, and that's every player on the server. So these guys really, like, they're the best of the best. It's safe to say.
Certainly is, and really both teams coming into this one with a good previous week. They both picked up 2 wins, and both of the wins that they both managed to achieve were 5-0s. So some excellent stuff coming out from the 2 teams here. But, well, their good run is going to have to end for one of them. And if we had to make a prediction, EL?
This is tricky. EL Gaming, 5-0. It wasn't tricky, I lied. What about you?
5-1. EL.
5-1?
I think B Gaming can get 1 round.
1 round?
Don't know what round,
I
though.
can see that. No, I could see B Gaming just sneaky in around somewhere that the EL might drop on steps or something like that, maybe.
Yeah.
Potentially. But we'll have to wait and see, I guess, because surely it's about time for EL Gaming to lose a round or 2. Surely. You'd
They've
think
dropped
so.
like 3 over the 5 weeks. Anyway, We are into our first matchup here. It's going to be mines.
Oh yeah, boys.
Double mouse and
Oh
what is
yes,
this weak?
double mouse,
Oh.
M40, M43,
I'm
and
tilting
an
off the face of the planet.
4005. Can I change my 5-0 to a 5-1 because B Gaming are going to win this?
No, they're not.
Yes,
There's
they are.
no way they win this.
Yep. Look at that. It's they've done their mouse strat on mines before. Once it's failed horrendously, but once it really worked. It worked brilliantly.
They've actually only lost one round on mines.
That
And
was
they-
their double mouse strat. I
Yeah,
think.
and they've played it 11 times. So it is actually a really, really good map here for B Gaming. A fantastic map. Not a map that EL Gaming actually plays a whole lot. They actually veto it quite a lot as well. So I would say if they were going to get one round, which I predicted they would, it would be on mines here. And I'd be looking towards the attacking side, obviously, but this to me looks like more of a defensive setup.
I like this setup better on defensive and mines, to be
Oh, yeah.
honest, because I think we've seen it in the attack before, and the mouses just can't do anything.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but mines, of course, the aim of the game is hill control here in mines. For many of these teams, if you can control the hill, then you can control a lot of the play around it. But I love that M43 there by V7V of B Gaming as well. I do really like that tank, but it is going to be B Gaming on the defense here, so be up to EL to try and get the resets already. Tacky and Matil pushing out quite aggressively, and well, at least Tacky was spotted, but overall, I don't think those Batchat APs for EL Gaming had actually reloaded by the time Tacky got kind of out in the open there.
So the FV4005 playing in a relatively standard position where we would pretty much expect a tank destroyer to be sitting. The mouse is sitting. Yeah, the mouses are pretty standard as well. So nothing too crazy coming out. I mean, apart from those two mouses and a FV4005. But in terms of their positions,
Yeah.
they're pretty normal. It's a
T4
fairly
is actually-
defensive setup as well, though, from B Gaming.
I'm just a little bit worried about T4 right there because he's playing very, very aggressively on towards that cap, and it's looking like B Gaming, they've essentially just completely given up the hill right there and just said, okay, well, EL Gaming, you can have the hill if you want. We're completely fine with that, which makes sense.
It almost feels like he's trying to draw someone out to push a little bit too aggressively so that the FV4005 can get a shot across. I think that would make
Potentially.
sense.
Potentially, that would definitely work, because if we look at EL Gaming's lineup, they're not, you don't want to take an FV4005 shell in the side of any of those tanks, or even the front of the TVP or the Batchat, so even the AMX-50B maybe. But right now, with that mouse proxy spotted, and when you sit a mouse as far back as Utori is sitting, it's so hard to take him down and so hard to actually trade with him because it's a 3000 HP tank, and already we're seeing B Gaming win out these trades against EL Gaming. They started off with a lot more HP just because of the mouses.
Yep. Though, there's
Oh.
the boost coming out here from EL Gaming.
Here we go.
This is something we've seen EL Gaming do on mines when they were down, when they had a bit of trouble on mines. They got a guy up onto the boost, and as a result, they were able to close out the map from that point on. Nice, though. He doesn't have a huge amount of HP to play with, so interesting
No.
that he's the one to go up as opposed to Quiet.
Yeah, almost tipping over. But yeah, 2 shells from most of B Gaming's side, or even 1 shell from the FV4005, will be enough to take Nice down. So it does definitely have to be kind of wary of Pokey around the place. And honestly, the AP may even struggle to go through certain bits of the mouse. So a little bit of a struggle for him, but this is interesting. Already, you can see that EL Gaming, they're having to think about this, and that's
Yeah.
good for B Gaming. EL Gaming can't just, they're not just automatically winning these trades by default. They're not just kind of running completely rampant from the get-go. B Gaming are really making them think.
I do like that they seem to be making their way over to that one flag, which is not something we tend to see done a lot on mines. Most times, if a cap sort of a situation was to come out, it would be towards the 2 flag, but EL at the moment making their way over to the 1, and that means that the FV4005 maybe not in the greatest of positions right now, and I'd say they probably have an inkling that the FV4005 is where it is, and that would be part of the reason they've decided to go over in this direction as opposed to through the hill or through the 2 flag.
Yeah, there we go. And 7mm has actually been spotted out, but I think we've already seen one ricochet coming off of Black, and Black's taking so much damage right there. B Gaming just in an amazing spot. That mouse has not taken a single point worth of damage just yet.
That's very uncharacteristic from EL Gaming to waste 2 shots like that, and maybe B Gaming have got EL just rattled a little bit here with this strange lineup that they've decided to pick up. Although, see how it works out for them. I mean, they're getting off to a great start here. Though I haven't seen the M4043 do a whole lot, and then the FV4005 hasn't been too effective either. So, I think it's just the rest of the B Gaming guys doing the majority of the work, not the crazy picks.
Yeah, but look at this. These 113s on EL Gaming side are already so low thanks to the mouses. Oh, though, yeah, there we go. The FV4005 does go down, but I don't think B Gaming is kind of super concerned about that, because EL Gaming, to take it down, have sacrificed so many resources and not even come close to getting anyone else on B Gaming down.
Utori just bounced off the back of Black, which would have been a sure kill, or is it the back? It might be the front. But regardless, he bounces off Black, which would have been a sure kill. And now you can start to see EL slightly drawing things back. I mean, it's not great, but they do have that player advantage. Their HP is, well, it's not looking so fantastic now that Sun Mi's gone down.
Oh no, it's 7mm actually in a lot of trouble right now. But look at this, Taki and Matil. They're coming up the hill. They're going for the flank on towards those 2 EL autoloaders up on the hill. Those guys are in trouble.
Yeah, Taki and Matil need to put a lot of damage across now, because really they've come very late to this fight. And it's allowed EL to just start to try and bite back. But now I guess once they've actually managed to get involved, that player advantage that you can see that B Gaming has is really starting to pay dividends, especially considering they come in with full clips reloaded as well. They should be able to do a lot of damage across here. T4 picks up 1 onto Guanren in the AMX-50B.
Yeah, and look, Matil and Taki should just be able to close it out here, close out this kill here on the 113 with their auto-loaders, but I'm not too sure what Taki is doing. Actually, looks like Taki maybe having some problems aiming in, but V saves him there with the artillery shell on towards EL Gaming. And, wow, there you go. Well played by Mr. V-Samo.
I mean, I can only assume Taki here is disconnected.
maybe it's a new next level strat by B Gaming, the old bait strat. Either way, Flag's gonna take it. So
like it shouldn't really matter in the end, right? It's still a 3v2, heavily weighted in the favor of B Gaming.
Yeah, well, I guess we'll find out. But the issue, of course, for EL Gaming is that those 2 mouses are very high on HP still, 2.4k and, well, 1k, so not super high for Matil. And Matil's actually lost a loader, so not the best. But, oh, no, nice. Actually, might be able to pick up V-Samo here. Oh, we get to see TD mode. Oh.
It's such a difficult situation being in a light tank at times when you have this sort of a situation ahead of you. And a good shot coming out from Nice there. Now V-Samo V. Yeah, probably not going to have much of a chance in this one.
Yeah, no, very well played there by Nice in the bat chat AP. So we'll be able to take that one out. But whether he'll
Nice
be able
to run straight into a Tori.
Oh,
no. Oh, didn't get proxy spotted. Yes, he did.
Oh, there we go. Yeah. So very dangerous there for the Batchat AP, and with only 2 minutes and 30 seconds left on the clock, a Batchat firing from him on towards him up on the hill, then it's just not really going to work. So there we go. B Gaming start off by taking out EL Gaming from the first half of Mines.
It was an excellent start. Excellent start indeed. And I'm a little bit surprised to see that EL didn't decide to ban out Mines, because it is one of those maps that they really usually ban first. So maybe they just want to try and get a bit of practice here up against B Gaming on Mines, which is the strongest team in the region on Mines.
Yep.
So
yeah, exactly. When you're playing against EL, you've got to be thinking it could be that sort of a logic as to why they didn't ban it, because they just want to get good practice in.
Right, yeah, well, they may just feel that confident. I don't know. We'll have to see what it comes out here for B Gaming in general, because, well, they've started off well, and it seemed like EL just were a little bit lost in that match there, but definitely didn't work out too well for them anyway. We'll have a look at the replay here and see what went wrong for EL.
Yeah, there we go. So, EL Gaming, look, they lost out some trades early on towards Nice and Co, and they were trying to trade up against the Bat Chats and the Mouses, and that just didn't work. And then they pushed around the town, And when they pushed around the town, their 113s, like, I think it was about the actual fifth shot from the 113s that actually did damage to the mouse.
Yeah.
You know, and that was so much. So many shells wasted. You know, if you count 4 shots from 113, what's that? Roughly 1,600, 1,800 damage or so. It's a lot of damage that you missed out. So, really, a big issue for EL Gaming there. And I mean, B Gaming, that's exactly what they wanted them to do. They wanted EL Gaming to push away, like right in towards them. They wanted to have a brawl with the mouses involved. You know, I think maybe if EL Gaming had tried to go down the coast and tried to eliminate those 2 bat chats down the coast, that would have worked a little bit better, potentially. Where the mouses couldn't help them, but again, the bat chats might have just run away then.
Yeah, well, let's go ahead and have a look and see who did the damage there for B Gaming, because there certainly was a fair bit of it coming out. Maybe not so much from the guys on EL. And wow, Samo. Okay, I didn't even realize that he'd got that many shots off.
You guys, Samo going huge in the M40. I did actually see him get a couple of good shots off on the hill.
Okay.
About a 650 damage shot on towards one of the bat chats. But very respectable there. That's why we see the RD pick. There's not many other tier 8s in that situation that could have dealt 3,500 damage at all. So can't complain about that. But the mouse as well, the mice, 3k damage, 2.5k damage. So got to be pretty happy with that.
Kyung Power in the 4005 did nothing.
Yeah, well, that's the life of the 4005.
He exerted some pressure at least.
Yes,
let's try and make that argument.
Exactly. Let's go with that. But that's what happens. I mean, honestly, I love the 4005 on mines. Yeah, maybe it could work.
I think it could.
Maybe, but maybe a grill.
Yeah.
Yeah. Honestly, or even a 183, because the issue with the 4005 is that it is the most destructible tank in the entire game. You know, it's a barn with essentially the armor of a barn. You know, so if you go with the 183 at least, then yeah, you've got a slightly less accurate gun, or slightly worse gun in terms of just general statistics on it. So aim time, etc., etc. But yeah, you do have that option of actually maybe bouncing some shells and maybe not getting spotted instantly from a kilometre away because you're a giant barn. So,
all right. So moving over to the attacking side now here for B Gaming, it's actually statistically their better side, but really not that big of a deal considering they've only lost 1 round throughout the entire season. We'll have a look first at the tank lineups for it. Then I want to get your opinion. Are B Gaming going to be able to 2-0 mines here?
Oh yes.
What is this?
Yes. Yep.
Today has been really weird. It's actually messing with my head.
Honestly, if B Gaming win this next one, then we would have just missed our prediction for EL Gaming. Like, but let's just take a step back a little bit, Elvish guy, and zero in on the 2 FV215B 183s there that B Gaming have picked.
On attack.
On attack on mines. You know where they're going to be going with those? They're going to be going the hill. I guarantee it. They'll be heading right up the hill. They won't muck around on the coast, anything like that. They're going to be pushing up the hill.
He guarantees it.
I guarantee it. And yes, EL Gaming will get up the hill earlier. That'll be the issue there for B Gaming, particularly because B Gaming have the T10 in their lineup as well. But with the FE215Bs, if you can get those up on the hill, then see you later, EL Gaming. Like,
I want to see it. I honestly want to see it. I'd really love to see a 2-0 coming out here from B Gaming on mines, and it would really start this contest off very well.
Because, I mean, if I'm trying to remember, it's hard because we haven't actually seen the FE215B 183 picked on mines before, and rarely see the 215B. But the crucial thing is the actual timing of whether the FE215B can get into a position to shoot mediums that are going up the hill early enough in the game.
I don't think it can.
That
it's a very
is the
slow
issue.
tank.
But also I called it wrong. They're going close.
That's not a surprise.
Yeah, no, that's fair enough, to be honest, because honestly my little prediction there was based on the fact that they can actually get to the hill in time, but I guess they can't, so.
Not a bad spot though to put them in on the two over towards the 2 cap. I mean T4's very very far back in the spawn, but Kian Power has moved up quite far forward for a tank destroyer here. So it really would make sense for B Gaming to sort of attack this 2 cap. They do it a lot. We saw it last week. The 2 cap is always their option of choice on the attacking side. And now with the FV215B playing Overwatch essentially to just take out anyone that tries to reset the cap. I wouldn't be surprised if this went pretty well for B Gaming, but interestingly enough, pushing very far forward. The 113 and the T10, not sure about this, taking on a couple of TVPs.
Yeah, well, the TVPs should come out on top of this with those auto loaders right there, and the 110's essentially just sitting still while they take a lot of damage from the TVPs. So
What is this? Why would B Gaming decide to do that?
I don't like that idea at all. So, oh, well done, B Gaming. You got like 3 shots off, and the TVP's got 8. Like, I mean, really? Not the best idea.
No, definitely not. Anyway, doesn't cost them too much. They lose a bit of HP, but certainly haven't lost their lives yet, which I suppose is the important thing. They're just trying to show EL Gaming, I guess, that they mean business. But regardless, the cap has been begun here by B Gaming. Not sure if they're just going to drive off it or stay on it for the moment. Looks like they'll be staying on it. Samo in the 113 doing those honours. Really doesn't have a huge amount of HP to play with, so it should be relatively easy actually for EL when they need to go for this reset to probably also pick up a kill as well.
Yeah, they should be, but of course, anyone who does try and go for it, it is going to be a bit of an issue. And nice here in this T49. He's going to be trying to get some big damage shots. Oh, where did that shot come from? Black?
Yeah, I'd say it would have come from Black.
You see, Black needs to be getting punished for doing that. Like, we need to see the FV215Bs, you know, hammering him with a HESH shell in the side when he pokes over. They shouldn't be allowed to poke over for free, particularly now that he's been spotted. So if he does it again, then I'm not going to be too impressed with B Gaming. They need to put these 183s into work.
Flag just takes a bit of damage, but isn't able to get a returning shot there over to Samo. And, well, Samo's decided to fall back off the cap here. And I've got to say, not entirely liking this from B Gaming. I'm not feeling that the FV215B 183s are being particularly effective.
Well, no, we're not seeing them really have much of an impact at all. I don't think so. That's the issue. And now B Gaming, they're already committed. There's no way that they can retreat from the close from here because they'll just get
they've given up way
slaughtered.
too much map control.
Absolutely slaughtered.
I think what B Gaming are hoping for here is that EL Gaming is going to rotate around from behind and T4 is going to get a pretty easy shot onto someone. Because there's no other reason he'd be back there, really. I don't think he can shoot anyone unless they're rotating. So,
yeah. Oh, where's he looking towards? So only Black is spotted out at the moment. Kian Power is spotted out as well in the 183. But I actually do like this idea of putting T4 back there in theory if EL kind of buy into the bait, because like if someone like Guan Ren came around behind,
yeah, he's going to get wrecked
for a flank there, and T4 gets a good shot, then see you later, bat chat. You know, that's a bat chat down for EL Gaming. But whether he will or not, EL are kind of realizing that there's no need to. They're winning out this trade game. You know, they don't have to push into B Gaming side. They just have to keep on getting the reset. As long as they can keep doing that. Oh. See you nice. Then they're going to be happy.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Flag's been doing a pretty good job along with Black just of getting easy resets on that 2 cap. And, well, that's not going to be a huge amount of damage going over to Flag. The T10 firing HE? I don't know.
Yeah, something like that. Not convinced about, but...
I mean, to be fair, he's probably not going to pen a 113 in the turret like that, but still.
Right now, the Kian Power is actually moving up in that 183.
Here we go.
Okay. Oh, he just took a shot. Don't really want to be giving away too many of those free shots. But now the good news is, now when Flag pokes, there is now the danger that he can get one shot.
Yeah.
Right? From this 215B 183. 740, perfect. That's exactly what you want.
Handy bounce.
Ricochets, that's why you pick the 183. It's got nicer armor. It's not a giant barn, and you can actually make plays with it. Rather than, it's not just like a moving gun.
Black gets another reset, but another shell bounces off Kian Power, who is very nearly off the reload here. So Flag, he'll get one free shot off. Now needs to be very careful as to his positioning. Kian Power has come off the reload. Still no rotate around the back from EL Gaming. T4 still hasn't had any impact on this battle at all.
I hope T4 can see Black, because Black's just going to poke them when it's 20 seconds left.
I don't think that he can.
Yeah, exactly. And
if he could, he would have already shot him.
oh. There we go. He can see him.
I lied.
Oh, brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. That is exactly what B Gaming were planning for. Now 6 seconds left. No one. Oh, we do see the cap reset though.
Yeah, but it's okay because B Gaming, they've swung things around in their favour. They've got that HP to play with now. They've got the players to play with as well. They've got a 3-tank advantage. EL Gaming are completely left reeling after that small 10-second passage of play that's left B Gaming in a massive advantage.
Yeah, there we go. So 17 seconds left on the cap this time. Look at this. Guan Ren just getting absolutely destroyed. A 1758 damage shot coming out on towards Sunmi. See you later, Sunmi. You've just met the FV215B 183s of B Gaming.
Yeah, well, not looking too much better in general for EL Gaming, even despite picking up a couple of those kills. These are going to be traded out very easily. Kian Power coming off the reload here. He's going to be pretty safe sitting on that point. Quiet in the TVP 50-51. He's sitting up on the hill, really not having much of an impact here at all. And T4 has started to make his way forward. Looks like the guys from B Gaming quite content just to sit on this cap and not go for any crazy plays. Although I would like to see Quiet get one-shotted by FV215B183.
Oh, yes, please. I want to see more of that. This is amazing. Right here, watching this go down. EL Gaming only with 2 tanks left. They're 2 TVPs. 34 seconds left on the cap for B Gaming. This is looking extremely good for them with 5 tanks left on the field for them. There's just no real way that EL Gaming can come back into this. So, question is whether they sacrifice their tanks or not.
I think Quiet's going to give it a crack. Maybe he's just going to drive straight off. Nope. Well, did get a shot across, but didn't get one onto any of the guys that was actually capping. After all said and done, 2-0 in the favour of B Gaming. They're on mines after some interesting tank picks that definitely worked out.
Oh, loved them.
I love this week.
That's how you use the 183.
Actually, I'm kind of in a love-hate relationship with this week because I've got every prediction wrong, but I've seen some crazy tank picks.
Yeah, well,
so
we've got this prediction wrong just like that. It's
yeah.
like, well, okay, rip. EL Gaming for the first time, don't go 5-1 or 5-0.
Yeah.
So, oh.
well.
You know my original prediction for this, when we were thinking up predictions, it was actually going to be something like 5-2, but then I'm like, oh, wait a minute, no, it's EL Gaming.
Yeah. Well,
so
you could have looked like a genius, but you didn't. Anyway, let's go back and look at those genius plays from the guys on B Gaming because they were fantastic. Well, apart from this one. This one was a little bit questionable, but the rest of them were pretty good.
yeah. I mean, honestly, like, it might have been questionable, but maybe they were just doing that so they could kind of retreat and bait.
I think they might have been trying to bait, but yeah.
And bait something like that.
Oh, Sunmi got absolutely shredded. Shredded.
Yeah, so see you later, Sunmi. And those 183s, that is the danger of them when you, like, we see these light tanks like the TVPs and the Bat Chats picked in every single game, but really the hard counter to those sorts of tanks is these 183s. You know, look at this. See ya. Just come around the hill, you're gone. So I would love to see more teams pick up that sort of strategy there on mines.
Yeah, well, if it goes like that, then maybe we will see some teams playing sort of the copycat sort of a situation where they attempt something like what B Gaming did. Obviously, B Gaming very familiar with mines anyway, one of the best teams on mines, so it's hard to say whether another team would be able to execute a strat as well as they did, but the FV215B, Kian Power did a lot of work, and even though T4 only got that one shot off, I think, onto Black, it was such a crucial shot as well. Well, actually, he got more than one because he got 2 kills.
Oh, right.
But one of them must have been like a very low HP enemy.
Yeah.
Because he did a huge amount of damage over to Black, something like 1300.
Yeah, it was huge there by Mr. T4. But Kian Power there with that FV215B183. Well, 4,000 damage with 7 shots. That is exactly what you want with that one. And those, I mean, it was almost like a counter strategy because EL Gaming, they're not the team to pick heavy tanks on mines. Some teams we do see picking the slightly heavier lineups on mines, you know. with maybe a few less bat chats. You know, like maybe an E5 some teams throw in there, something like that. But EL Gaming, no, they don't do that. They just go very, very light, and that's exactly what B Gaming were hoping for their double 183 strategy to kind of come into fruition and work. So there you go, 2-0 to B Gaming.
That's exactly right. Now though, heading over to the second map, Ghost Town. It's EL's pick, but it's another very good map for B Gaming.
Yeah, there we go, Ghost Town. Look, I think this is where we're going to probably see a bit more of an uphill battle for B Gaming, right? Because on Mines, obviously, EL were able to kind of counterpick. Sorry, B Gaming were able to counterpick EL Gaming and you know, counterpick their light tanks there with the Mouses and with the 183s. But here on Ghost Town, EL, I'm pretty sure EL play fairly standard with the AMX 50Bs with heavy tanks essentially.
Yeah, exactly.
So like, the only way to counter that is with strategies, and I've never seen someone counter EL Gaming with strategies, with like actual positional, etc., etc.
In-game sort of
in-game strategies, not tank picks.
Yeah. So I mean, yes, it's a good map coming out here for B Gaming, but it's a fantastic map coming out for EL Gaming. So it is going to be a bit of a battle here on Ghost Town, but hopefully it delivers. We're about to get underway with our tank picks. Oh, T54E1s, yeah, that's a little bit different. But it looks pretty standard. I mean, EL going heavily on towards the bat chats, which is not something we always see on Ghost Town, but it doesn't surprise me coming out from EL at all.
Yeah, no, the bat chats, I mean, you know, like, it's just lucky, I suppose, for EL Gaming that we aren't seeing the 183s again coming out of B Gaming, because if we were, well, and I'm sure they would have been in just a little bit of trouble there, just a little bit. So there we go. But interesting picks, those two tier 9 Americans that they're going with. But what's your prediction for this one, Jordan? Who are you going to go for here on Ghost Town?
Throw me under the bus here, Alex. I'm going to go EL 2-0.
You reckon EL 2-0?
Yeah, I think so.
I reckon, well, probably a safe bet there, I think, but I think I'm going to stay safe. EL Gaming 2-0.
Okay. Well, safe as it can be after we've just seen B Gaming absolutely destroy them on Mines. But we are going to head into Ghost Town and find out whether or not we are correct or incorrect for probably the umpteenth time today.
Yeah. There we go. But definitely worth mentioning as well that that T54E1, those two T54E1s that we're seeing, of course, the US Tier 9 medium tank with that nice little auto loader, 105mm gun. Does about 1600 damage or so per drum, per clip, if you will. And honestly, it's kind of similar to the T57 in some ways. Doesn't have quite as nice turret armor, or armor in general, but it's kind of like a fast version of that.
So EL starting off on the attacking side very quickly onto that one cap. The sort of aggression that we didn't necessarily see coming out on Mines seems to be displayed here, and should be mentioned, the only time EL Gaming has actually lost here on Ghost Town is on the attacking side, and if I'm not mistaken, I think that was against Meltdown in the very first week of play.
Yeah, right. It's not surprising. So, right here, we do have... Oh, actually, flag. I didn't even know you could shoot through there. Did he just deal some damage? He's looking through a little entrance, I think. Maybe.
Let's have a look and see.
Or maybe
yeah, there is windows.
Oh,
that means, you know, last week, between Karen Tiger and Twist, that guy on Twist could have actually gone down.
The dream.
Potentially through those windows. But clearly, the map knowledge wasn't quite there for Karen Tiger. But it is there for EL.
Yep. Liking that. But right now, B Gaming, though, are going to be getting themselves into some... Look at that.
Yeah.
How many windows are in there? Obviously, B Gaming don't know about it.
No, clearly not. Kyokyun Power is not too keen on this one at all. And Flag.
Where's he even shooting
right through that window.
Oh,
Oh,
the gap!
there's a
It's the gap! Oh
What
my
a
god!
champion! Oh, well, he's going to get rushed down here by Tacky, but damn, that was cool from Flag. I like that.
See you later, Flag. Tacky's just like, no.
So there must be another sort of a gap on the other side. Anyway,
Yeah, wow.
digressing a little bit, but something Carrot Tiger probably going to be not too happy to see after dropping this one to Twist last week. But EL Gaming getting off to a reasonable start here. Still though, B Gaming looking quite good in this. They have got a massive HP advantage, admittedly starting off with a heavier lineup than EL Gaming, but they're not doing too bad for themselves.
Yeah, no, they're doing it right so far. He lost one tank, and EL Gaming have lost the Bat Chat as well. Flag, who was being just a little bit cheeky early on, very aggressive as well. But B Gaming down in a bad spot. EL don't have any men on the flag. They don't have any tanks on the flag, so there is no cap pressure there to speak of. And B Gaming, they've got most of their kind of damage tanks up. Still got two Tier 9 Bat Chats up in the mix at full HP as well, so yeah, looking pretty good. Of course, the danger for B Gaming is that all of EL, they're all auto loaders. So if any B Gaming get caught out, then well, see you later, because we're going up against 6 auto loaders. It's going to be an issue.
Yeah, exactly. Well, EL now have let 3.5 minutes run down on the clock, and they seem to be getting a little bit restless, making their moves up towards that 1 cap at the moment. Sunmi, though, is going to be on the reload, so I wouldn't expect them to engage a fight until he's managed to get that reload off. Though Sunmi just making his way straight onto that 1 cap, doesn't even care.
Yeah, there we go. So Sunmi not going to be too worried about that. And we do see EL Gaming looking to maybe defend it out a little bit. They're not pushing in towards B Gaming. They don't really want an all-out brawl, because B Gaming with their kind of heavier lineup should come out on top of that. Now, particularly those T54 E1s that EL Gaming have picked as well. They've got quite a low armor penetration value on those guns. Only about 255 millimeters,
Yeah.
even with premium. So shooting up against something like the FE215B, particularly if it's angled armor, like I'm sure 7mm will be using, it's going to be a struggle to get through it.
Yeah, it definitely is. Now EL Gaming making their move, though. Black is going to get absolutely destroyed by that 113. You can see the Bat Chats trying to get in there and deal some damage across, but really it seems like it's going mostly the way of B Gaming at the moment. Tacky's able to find one for the trade, although he gets immediately deleted from the map there by Quiet. Still, though, looking very good for B Gaming. They've got a massive HP advantage. They've got a tank advantage as well. So it's looking like it's going to be a 3-0.
Oh my goodness, what is even happening here? B Gaming looking good against EL on Ghost Town as well. I mean, yeah, we know that B Gaming are good at Ghost Town, but so are EL Gaming. And, like, I don't know, EL, I'm struggling to see how they can come back from this. They're about to lose another Bat Chat. Oh, just get nice around the corner. But there's... They're not on their game today, EL. They're not on their game at all.
Yeah, today's really been a bit of an upside down day. Like, everything that I've expected to happen has not happened. And even like standard tank picks, nah, they've been thrown out the window as well. So, just everything. I feel like maybe I'm dreaming. It's like Friday night. And I'm going to wake up in a few hours and be like, okay, it's day 1 of week 5 now. Let's see something normal.
Well, EL Gaming, they might want to go back to Friday pretty soon, because they are looking like they're about to just go 3-0 down at the start of this battle against B Gaming. And if you're a B Gaming fan right now, which I'm sure we have a lot of you out there, of course, B Gaming have a pretty large Japanese fan base, being a Japanese-based team as well, then I'm sure you're pretty happy, because so far this is to date the best that any team has done against EL Gaming in this season of WGL APAC.
It's pretty crazy to think about. Getting 2 rounds is the best that's ever been done against EL.
Yeah, exactly.
So, and it very soon looks like it's going to be 3 rounds as well. So B Gaming just getting off to a fantastic start here.
Right now, though, we are going to be seeing EL Gaming. Look, they've got to try for something, and in terms of what they can try for, it's 3 minutes left on the clock. I mean, B Gaming haven't moved. They've sat very, very far back, and it's looking like EL are just going to try for some sneaky base cap, something like that. But Quiet's not really near, unless they put maybe. Yeah, I'm not too sure what they're trying to do here, because Nice is one kind of light breath away from getting blown up.
Yeah.
If he nicks his paint, then his tank will explode. So
Exactly.
right
At
now,
the
though,
moment, B Gaming even. Just trying to figure out what they want to do with this one. They still have a bit of time to play with, and I mean, they don't need to be necessarily too scared. It's going to be tough for EL Gaming to, you know, they're going to, at least a couple of them will need to get reloads off. So it's almost an impossible situation now for EL Gaming, and that won't help. Tilted Matil takes down Nice without Nice firing a single shot. I think that's really just the nail in the coffin.
Yep, there we go. So right there, Quiet in the bat chat is going to be one of two members of EL Gaming remaining. 2 minutes left on the clock, and really in terms of what they can do, they are running out of time to do it. EL are, and well, we've seen some pretty close 2v4s in the past, but I just do not see this one getting any closer for EL with 1 minute and 30 left on the timer right now. Just not really many options for them.
Certainly not. They're not even going to be able to get a whole clip off reload and then get another few shots off. Like, they don't. I don't think they have enough time to actually do the damage that they need to do.
Yeah, exactly. That's the issue for them. And you know, then they're going to run into Tomato JP, who's a full HP AP bat chat. Utori's almost on full HP. They might be able to take out Tiltil Matil.
Yeah, probably.
Maybe T4.
But really, what does it matter?
What does it matter indeed? Unless Sunmi is a master of the ramming bat chat, which I don't think he is. He's going to be going down. And B Gaming 3-0 against EL.
What can you say? What can you say indeed? Never thought I would see the day, but having said that, B Gaming would have been one of the teams to do it.
Yeah.
Obviously sitting up very high on the rankings at the moment, so definitely challenging EL Gaming. Well, not even really challenging them. They're absolutely destroying them.
Exactly. Just they're destroying them. Like it's not like it's, you know, super close. They manhandled them on mines.
Yeah.
They're on Ghost Town. Like I'm trying to think of trying to pinpoint exactly what went wrong for EL Gaming, but I think the issue was like it was so many issues. Like they never looked in control. They got the bat chat into the cheesy little spot, which we might see in the replays, and got a few good shots off with that bat chat early on. But I mean, then the bat chat died, and it's like, well, was that really worth it to get like 3 shots in a bat chat?
Yeah, maybe not. Anyway, let's go ahead and have a look at those replays and see whether or not we see Flag with his shenanigans going on. I'm going to have a bit of an explore on Ghost Town after tonight. Just have a look and see what sort of angles there are actually available in this particular area. Because I want to know if it's actually possible that that Twist player could have gone down.
It's like, look, okay, you can do this, EL Gamer. You can put your flag in there. You can, you know, have him mess around with B Game. But if you have tanks to support it, they had no one. They had no one remotely close to flag. He was, you know, behind enemy lines with no backup, essentially, and paid the price for it. So that was a bat chat down. That was essentially a free bat chat kill on towards B Gaming. They took a few shots, but you know, after that, I think in the town, those those two T54 E1s that we saw really didn't work at all for EL. They just got completely torn to shreds.
Yep.
It's like, if you're gonna pick tier 9 mediums, like, I don't really see the point of picking a T54 E1 when you can just pick a bat chat AP.
Yeah.
I don't really see what extra it offers. It didn't ricochet a single shell, neither of them. It doesn't really deal more damage than a bat chat AP. I don't know.
Your guess is as good as mine. Nothing too crazy coming out on the damage charts there. I mean, a 25 TAP number 3, sure. We've seen it before, though.
Yeah, we have seen it before, but exactly nothing too crazy is the key. Sunmi, though, in the bat chat, look, he gave it a good old college try to try and keep B Gaming into it, but really did not work out too well in the end. And you know, B Gaming was just sitting around the middle there. And look, yeah, there we go. The T54 E1s, right down the bottom, they did nothing. So,
Yeah.
when I saw them, I actually, to be quite honest, I thought it was just like a miscommunicated pick or something like that.
I don't think you can do that though.
Yeah.
Like, how does that work?
Well, I don't know, but I just didn't believe that
Right,
EL
when it
Gaming
came up on the
I
pre-game, right?
I
yeah.
didn't believe that EL Gaming had picked T54 E1s because there's just
Yeah.
nothing, you know,
Nothing redeeming.
no redeeming qualities about them exactly. Like maybe they can get their whole clip off faster than a batch at AP, but it's like,
So
you know, if you're picking tier 9s on Ghost Town, why don't you go AMX 5120s?
yeah,
You know, which I think are a much better idea.
or T10s, which have been pretty good across the board. Anyway, getting a little bit too in depth, I think, with that one. Got a question for you, Alex. It's 3-0 up. Is B Gaming going to be able to do this? Are they really going to be able to do it?
I want to look. I don't think it's just as easy as saying B Gaming are going to be able to do it. But you know, when EL pick these tier 9 American tanks, which are like not the right tank for for the WGL, right?
Yeah.
For a 10-10 format. Public games, absolutely fine. You can drive a T54 E1 around and do fine. But I think it's going to depend on the tanks.
All right. Well, speaking of, let's go ahead and have a look at our second round here on Ghost Town, the tank picks. Wow. I like it. Entertainment tankers.
Oh, there we go. There we go. So, both teams just kind of going back to basics. And by back to basics, I mean back to auto loaders.
Yep.
Again. And EL Gaming with all of the bat chats. They're pretending it's Cliff. B Gaming with 5 AMX 50Bs are not going to make it easy for them. So, really, if B Gaming just... Actually, EL Gaming are on the defense this time, aren't they?
That is correct.
This is tricky. But you know what? Our next map after this one is I believe
Prokhorovka.
Prokhorovka.
Yeah. Not a fantastic map for B Gaming.
No.
Not an awful one.
Okay, so I won't say it's going to be 5-0 to B Gaming. I reckon B Gaming's going to pick this one up.
This
Here on
Ghost Town?
Yep, I reckon they will.
They'll start 4-0. I mean, sure, they can... They don't play much Prokhorovka. They've got a pretty decent win rate on the defensive side. Maybe if they start on the defensive side, who knows what can happen there. Maybe it will be a 5-0. Still, I think it's very difficult to call a 5-0 against EL Gaming when they've been essentially invulnerable to everyone.
Yeah.
But
even if this goes to a tiebreaker, that's going to be like, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I almost feel like EL are just going to bring this one back in 5-3. But I've been wrong before today. I've pretty much been wrong with everything I've said today. So,
so just stop speaking.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
I'll just stop making predictions.
Stop making noise. But I think it's time to see what actually is going to happen here in Ghost Town.
So B Gaming coming out on the attacking side. Those AMX 50Bs, a massive stack of them. I do like that. I think they've really got something going on here, B Gaming. It feels good.
It feels good, exactly. And already we're seeing the guys from EL Gaming split off a little bit, and they're going really aggressive early on, maybe trying to kind of clamp down on towards
Hey, look
B
at this.
Gaming.
They've got 3 guys on that 2-cap, and EL Gaming are basically nowhere to be seen. This is going to put huge amounts of pressure on EL because it's going to take them, 10 seconds to rotate across here? There won't be much time to reset those caps.
Yeah, exactly. Look at this. One of the few times when I actually like a 2-flag push. When EL Gaming are in lighter tanks, not really great at kind of brawling it out.
10 seconds, Alex. Flag should be able to get this one relatively easily. Nice coming in with a bit of speed as well, but there's only 5 seconds left to go on this cap. And when EL Gaming get in here, if they do, they're going to take a huge amount of damage. There comes the reset onto one of them, but there's still only 10 seconds left on this cap here. B Gaming are really putting the pressure onto EL Gaming here, but it certainly seems like EL coming up with trumps at the moment in this little bit of a brawl. Look at all of that damage going over to B Gaming. This certainly hasn't worked out at all.
No, B Gaming there. Well, they gave it a good try, but it's looking like they are just cascading down with their health at the moment, and now that EL Gaming are all on the field, it's not looking good for them. Emptying their clips in towards B Gaming as Tacky there in the AMX 50B is a whisker away from death, and now most of EL actually will be reloading. B Gaming as well, some of them on the reload, so a
It's
chance
5v5, but
yeah.
I think that's really the only redeeming quality here for B Gaming in this one. Look at the HP pools. Oh my word.
Yeah. Not great, and so MX50B there, T4. Oh, ricochets a shot, so might be able to get one or two off on towards Fox TS, but no. Fox is going to be disengaging. And that 5v5's just turned into a 5v3. No, a 5v2, Jordan. So it's looking like EL Gaming finally going to turn things around and get back to their usual selves here on Ghost Town. But still, I mean, it was a good try. It got down to what, about 5 seconds at the start of the cap?
Something close.
Something like that.
There
Very close.
It was never really going to actually be a cap win there for the guys on B Gaming, but I thought that the pressure that it exerted would force EL maybe to make a mistake or to put themselves in a wrong position in order to get that quick reset. But unfortunately for BL, I keep saying BL. Unfortunately for B Gaming there, EL played it to perfection, absolutely demolished them, and you know, we know that EL is so good in those brawly sort of situations where they can focus via a certain target and get them down quickly, and well, that just goes to show the strength of EL Gaming there. Now the real question remains, is B Gaming going to be able to strike back from that one on Prokhorovka?
That is a tough one on Prokhorovka. I feel as though, like, whenever I've seen them, they've been really good on Prokhorovka, but I mean, taking a step back, that was a very short one, but let's have a look at how the initial fight broke out here.
It was Fox TS, I think, that got the initial reset.
Yeah, so look, it got down to 2 seconds.
No, it wasn't actually. It was someone. It was either Flag or Nice onto Tomato JP, but
yeah. But yeah, I mean, the cap got down to 2 seconds, so B Gaming was so close to it. And EL Gaming just played this fight so well because
Kyung Power's just running around doing nothing. I think T4 really not doing a whole lot in that fight either. So a couple of players there for B Gaming just really not involved is probably what the issue was.
And EL Gaming, they played it smart by not actually, you know, driving right in towards the cap and trying to brawl it out, you know, tank to tank. They just used the corners nicely. They just showed the tiniest bit of the tanks that they could, and were able to get some really good angles on some of the members of B Gaming in there, and really get more damage out essentially. So.
It does seem surprising that a lineup consisting of AMX 50Bs would lose in a situation like that to a lineup.
Yeah, exactly. That to me just kind of shows that EL Gaming have kind of got their mojo back, if you will.
Right. Well, let's have a look and see how those AMX 50Bs fared up against the Bat Chats on the damage charts. Not too well.
Not too well. Yeah, the Bat Chats dealing the most up the top there, and
so T4 did okay, but I think most of his damage might have come after the battle, really. I want to see what Kyung Power was able to put across as well, because he, to me, seemed like one of the other tanks that wasn't in that fight.
There we go. So, yeah, Kyung Power only 377 damage in that AMX 50B. So,
one shot.
Yeah, one shot. Not a great stat there at all, unfortunately, for Mr. Kyung Power there. Tiltil Matil as well, one of our favourites on 735. So.
Tiltil Matil, though, usually the guy that we see in the RU251 or the AMX 1390, trying to get those crazy boosts on steps. But, well, maybe we'll see that coming up later.
Maybe.
It's our fourth map. Prokhorovka, though, looking towards that one. It's a fantastic map for EL Gaming. It's EL's pick here. Not a map B Gaming is particularly comfortable on. They don't play it a huge amount. So, looking into this one, I can see EL coming back with a 2-0.
I would honestly agree with you there. All of the previous times that we've seen EL Gaming play on Prokhorovka, like, they've looked super dominant. You know, they've created some new strategies which we've seen. We saw, I think, the 6 STB1s the other week, which really worked well against, I think it was maybe Team Efficiency.
I don't remember who it was against.
Someone like that, but it really worked well. And that was out of left field. They just feel really at home on Prokhorovka. They've got so much mobility on the map. They can do whatever they want on the map and kind of move around, get the good kind of flanking plays that they really excel at.
Yeah.
you know. And even in that last one, we saw them do some really nice flanks just on the 2 flag. So
Certainly looking like it's going to shape up as a good map here for the guys on EL, but we shall see what they decide to pick. 140s, hey?
140s. Okay, so essentially nothing too crazy here for EL Gaming. Just going to be going with the stock standard stuff, Object 140s, and well, basically all mediums apart from the RU251B. Gaming though, going with the full bat chat complement apart from one RU251.
I don't mind that. You're on Prokhorovka.
Yeah, I think it could work. I'll be honest, I'm a little bit disappointed to see no artillery piece from either of these teams. I love my arty, but oh well.
Does B Gaming have a particularly artillery-focused player? I'm not sure.
I'm trying to remember, but I don't really...
I know EL, Fox TS plays artillery pretty well.
Yeah.
I don't really remember if there's anyone on B Gaming though.
No, I don't think so. From memory, B Gaming, they're not big arty players.
They had an M4043 on Mines.
True.
Did pretty good too. I just don't
It
remember
did
who was playing
honestly, it did very good, yeah.
Yeah.
But I suppose we'll find out later on as we jump into Prokhorovka here. Of course, Prokhorovka, the map with the 2 flags, one either side of the rail yard. One right out in the open with a few crests and little hills up and down around it. One over just in front of the destructible town.
Yes, the 2 flags here on Prokhorovka, just like every map.
Yep.
Anyway, EL starting off on the attacking side. B Gaming, all these bat chats on the defense, is that maybe a good decision or a bad decision?
I mean, it depends how they use them. Like, if with this many bat chats, you're not going to win a defense if EL Gaming, like, just go for pokes. Like, put one tanker on the 1 flag and just go for pokes, right? You're not going to win a defense just you know, trying to poke your bat chats over the rail yard there and get 1 shot and then poke back and then wait 10 seconds. And that's not going to win. But if you do what B Gaming are doing right now and use
driving
the
backwards and forwards.
Exactly. And use the mobility of your bat chats, then and try and get a few early picks, surprise EL Gaming, then yeah, absolutely, it can work.
Black, in his RU251, has managed to get himself on to the cap quite safely. No one spotted him out. And at the moment, B Gaming just sitting back over the tracks, waiting
For it. So it's looking
I think
like
they're all just grouping up at the moment.
Exactly. They're just grouping up, waiting for the right time to kind of push over and surprise EL Gaming, which I think is the right move. So EL right now haven't spotted anyone, you know.
All right, here we go. Here we go. This is what I like to see. Someone with a bit of initiative, and B Gaming certainly has that. Making their way over the tracks here. All of them will be spotted out, and now it's just how close in they can get before, or how much damage they're going to take before they can really start firing back. And really, if they don't lose any tanks here on this cross, Flag is going to be in a real spot of bother. He's been spotted out as well by 7mm. So this has not been too bad from B Gaming. They've actually caught off one of those players, but they need to take him down incredibly quickly. And they're actually not even focusing him. They're just charging straight into that main pack of EL Gaming members who have used up quite a lot of their shots here. So B Gaming may, at the moment, look like they have a disadvantage, but could turn this around very quickly if they fire off some very nice shots.
Yeah, great trigger discipline there by B Gaming, and now they're focusing on these bat chats, taking them down as soon as they can. The TVPs are about to go down as well.
Yeah, this is looking fantastic for B Gaming. They still have that damage or health disadvantage, but they've quickly turned that around. And now EL, coming off their reloads on the TVP and the bat chat of Flag, might be able to come back in here with a bit of damage of their own. It's incredibly close at the moment, 4 versus 4. As I say that though, 4 versus 3, 7mm picks himself up 1. And now EL Gaming, they slow things down. The Object 140 of Sunmi, really the only tank that has that sort of consistent damage. The bat chats do seem to be off the reload though. And now 7mm going to be going down to his counterpart Black. It's a 3 versus 3. Everything to play for here for B Gaming.
Yeah, there we go right now. B Gaming are just about off the reload on all of their bat chats. As they get off the reload, they need to focus down
Flag
well,
needs to go down
flag
pretty quick.
first.
Yeah, Utori's going to try and get in there and take that duel, but he doesn't have any backup just yet. Eventually, T4's going to come in with the killing blow. Utori's going to get at least one more shot off here, but I don't think he's even going to get really put under too much pressure. Black finally takes him down, and really, I don't think Utori actually utilized that time that he was alive to the best of his ability. In the end, T4 should be able to survive one more shot here from Sunmi, and oh no, Sunmi's missed that shot as well. This is not looking too good for him. T4 on the reload. Tomato JP is going to go down, and we're here in a 1 versus 1. I think T4 wins this, right? If he gets the reload off and doesn't take any damage from here on out.
Well, that's the thing. Winning on paper is one thing, but winning in an actual game is something.
Oh, he's been spotted. Oh, okay, he's taken the shot. This should be a win for Sunmi now.
Oh, no. And yeah, he's still spotted. Sunmi should be oh, miss. It's a miss. It's a miss. It's a miss.
Surely he gets unspotted soon. And this is a hard shot to hit.
Oh!
A fantastic shot coming out there from Sunmi. EL Gaming going to be picking up the first half there on Prokhorovka, but
there you go.
Went down to the wire.
Absolutely, right down to the wire there, and EL Gaming getting a few points back on the board after they're a bit of a rocky start there, and they're looking a lot more like the EL Gaming that we're used to seeing here, I think, Jordan.
Well, I mean, that was very close.
It was close, absolutely, but I think B Gaming are on fire. There's no doubt about it, right? Like, they are playing extremely well. I love that rush by the Bat Chats, and particularly, I loved how they all kind of waited a little bit. They didn't just spam their shots early on. They waited until they got right up in EL Gaming's faces until they actually let loose, and that's going to take so much discipline.
Exactly. They were prepared to take a little bit of damage in order to, I suppose, get some more consistent damage across of their own. And in the end, didn't quite work out there for B Gaming, but certainly got very close. We'll have a look at and maybe see if there was some sort of mistake that came out that may have thrown things either way. Did you feel maybe they should have gone down here and chased down flag?
I mean, I'm not too concerned about them chasing down flag, maybe, because then they would have been, then the rest of EL Gaming would have been able to rotate behind them and run away potentially after that. But overall, look, it was very close, and both teams used their tanks extremely well. It was as simple as that. You know, there were a few shots here or there that were missed. You know, yeah, 7mm missed a shot there, but that's what happens in every game. So at the end of the day, when
I think Utori here really needed to get another shot over to Sunmi, and then there's another miss there from T4.
Yeah.
So those two shots, if they had have gone into Sunmi, he'd be dead.
Yeah, my only real criticism with this play here by T4 is that maybe if he'd actually kind of ducked left instead of just going all the way right, or just gone like a hard right and tried to get over that little mound there, maybe.
It was always going to be a difficult situation for him.
Exactly.
Sunmi, to be fair, it was a really good shot.
Yeah,
like, that's not a shot you hit every day.
Yeah.
Maybe if you're Sunmi, you do, but for me, I don't.
Yeah.
Which is probably not saying much. Anyway, B Gaming going to be moving over to the attacking side of Prokhorovka. Not their favoured side of Prokhorovka. Not the favoured side in general of the map. So 2-0 might be on the cards.
Interesting. I think it's going to be tricky for B Gaming to take out this win here on the attack. But like let's not forget, they've just picked 7 Bat Chats. You know, 6 Bat Chats and an RU251. And effectively done really, really well with them. Like they've shown that they can make an aggressive push and make it work. Against EL Gaming's light lineup. So light on light, they're pretty fine with.
Yeah.
So I'm quietly optimistic about B Gaming's chances here, I think. But guys, why don't you let us know on Twitter using the hashtag WGL APAC who you think is going to take out this one here on Prokhorovka.
All right. Well, before we get too far into our second round here on Prokhorovka, we'll just go first and have a look and see who was dealing the damage. Of course, Sunmi up the top there in the Object 140. I mean, that might have been the turning point because there was a bit of a downtime there for B Gaming where they had the Bat Chats that weren't firing. Just that little extra period for EL Gaming to have a bit more damage going across. Maybe that turned things around.
Maybe. I'm not too sure. But right there's Sunmi up the top with 4.2 thousand damage. He's going to be pretty happy with that. We had Fox TS down the bottom in that TVP. Well, number 8 in that TVP, 1.3k damage. And tacky in the Bat Chat. Yeah, everyone did work. Everyone did a bit of work. Can't complain. really. Tacky with 772, which, you know, if you get primary, it's expected, if you will. You know, can't complain.
Yeah. Not much that you could do about that one there. So, are you going to boldly predict B Gaming to pick this one up, or are you just going to stick with your 2-0?
I'm going to stick with my 2-0.
Alrighty, I'm going to stick with my 2-0 as well. I don't think that the guys from B Gaming are going to be particularly comfortable here on the attack. And EL just, again, looks so fantastic all the time on Prokhorovka. So,
yeah,
hard to bet against them again, even though they've already lost a few rounds. So
yeah, that's the difficulty playing EL on Prokhorovka, and yeah, it's a map that suits their play style so well. You know, they're really mobile, really aggressive play style. So, you know, playing against them on the defense, it's not going to be an easy ask for B Gaming. But yeah, I think, well, B Gaming, they are the entertainment tankers, so maybe they could entertain us with their tank lineups.
let's see what entertaining tanks the entertainment tankers have picked up here, Alex. We've got our tank picks ready, and we'll see if it's going to be anything interesting.
What do we got?
Just an SCV a bit more.
Pretty standard, pretty stock standard for both
113 to
sides.
SCV normal.
Both sides going with that RU251 instead of the AMX 1390 or 2T9 bat shats, etc. Which I don't mind. I like the RU251, it does a bit of work.
Yep.
But yeah, nothing overly different or outside of the norm here for either team. Yeah, I guess. So no cards are shown, and really that plays into EL Gaming's hands, because the times we've seen them lose are the times that we've seen them, you know, get the weird tanks, or like, you know, pick weird tanks themselves, or have non-standard tanks picked against them. But apart from that, they've been pretty confident, really. So there we go. Overall, B Gaming going to be a uphill battle to win this one. Maybe they'll go up the hill. I don't know.
With that lineup?
To win this one.
Do you think? I doubt they'll go up the hill with that lineup.
They could. 113's, you know, fast enough.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe. Anyway, Prokhorovka, very tough map at the moment here for B Gaming. If they lose this one, it's back to 3-3, which would essentially bring us back to square one.
Exactly. If B Gaming lose this, and they're going to be kicking themselves if they lose it, I think, and kind of get reset, because
Yeah.
you know this is their chance, right?
Yeah,
Against the
exactly.
best team in the competition. If they can beat the best team in the competition,
Then
you
everyone
know,
stands up and goes, "Hey,
yeah,
here we go. Maybe we can beat EL as well."
exactly. But right now, He'll going to be doing their best to make sure that doesn't happen. As we see B Gaming heading up towards the hill a little bit, actually, yeah. And he'll going to be actually going fairly aggressive towards the center of the map. He'll want to take the fight to B Gaming. They're
Black
pretty,
loves doing that.
yeah.
He's the only one that I really see doing an aggressive scout like this, just using the tracks.
It's a
to
good
peek
idea,
underneath.
though.
It
It's so
is
hard
good.
to shoot it.
It's very difficult to shoot. And he spotted out both those 113s. So already a little bit of pressure being put up on B Gaming here. And Flag, we saw him be so powerful from that position last week when the EL Gaming's 2 cap was being captured. See if we can do it again this time.
Yeah, that's a really good spot, but already we're seeing B Gaming get pushed so far up, and T4's driver actually getting knocked out. That is not good news
Quite a
for
shot
B
to the
Gaming.
track as well.
Yeah.
Pretty mad. I'd be mad. My driver's not in the track, mate.
There you go, but oh, look at this. Look
Spotted
at this.
each other yet. Flag will win this duel though.
Well, 7mm shouldn't take this duel. Yeah. So he's just like, oh, look, surprise tank. I'm gone. See ya.
Surprised 7mm got all the way up there without getting spotted or anything like that, but he's done okay for himself. Kian Pao, on the other hand, though, here for B Gaming, looks like he's going to be going down very shortly.
He's in trouble.
That's a crucial pick there for EL.
Yeah, well, there you go. 1 tier 10 off the field there. And, well, B Gaming, they need to respond. They need to even out the score after that.
Yep.
Look, we've got 2 EL Gaming members down the bottom of the tracks there. So potentially B Gaming could look for a bit of an opening up the top where they do technically outnumber EL at the moment. But for how long, I'm not too sure, because some of those members down the bottom are pushing up. Black is going to be heading up the hill.
He certainly is, and he'll be running into a couple of the members of B Gaming, so he might get picked up here, but really it seems like EO Gaming just completely walking over B Gaming at the moment. Tiltimatil might be able to spot out Black first. No, it's actually Taki and Tomato JP to do that. And a bit of damage goes over to Black, but even if they take him down, it'll be a 1-for-1, still favouring EL, having lost their 8 to B Gaming's 10. And just look at the HP at the moment here for B Gaming. It's getting slaughtered.
Yeah, there we go. So B Gaming right now not looking too good at all. 5.8 thousand HP to 8.8 for EL Gaming. So a 3,000 HP difference in the pool right there. And, well, they might be able to pick up Black, but that's only the RU251. They need to take more damage off the field than that. And it's just not looking like they're doing it at the moment, Jordan.
Certainly not. T4 here in his 113, trying to survive as long as he can, but really I don't think it's going to be long enough here unless he gets incredibly lucky, bounces a few shells, and you can see just a bunch of damage being thrown straight into him. In the end, we'll be going down to the Object 140 of Quiet, and it's a 2 versus 5.
2 versus very high HP 5 as well.
Mm-hmm.
So with Tiltil reloading, Tomato JP on 85 health. Just do not see that B Gaming are going to be able to come back from this, but EL Gaming do have to chase them down a little bit and probably want, I mean, they don't have to because they are on the defense, but I think they probably want to. They probably want to close it out in style here and end it with a bang to even up the scores. So, yeah, overall, really, B Gaming just getting caught out early on with that STB pick. EO just so mobile around the map. Like, that's why they're so good at Prokhorovka. They just know how to play it. They know how to be mobile. They know how to use the tanks that they picked. And, well, B Gaming, look, just weren't ready for that trademark EL aggression on Prokhorovka.
With all that said and done, 3 apiece after the first few maps here for B Gaming and EL. It's been a pretty strange matchup. Obviously, B Gaming getting off to that good start here. Now, I want to have a bit of discussion with you after our replays here about our next map because it's definitely going to be a crucial one for both these teams. But first, let's have a look and see how, well, Kyungkam Power just got himself caught out. Really, those guys up on the hill you would have expected might have been able to give him a bit of extra health, but help rather, but you know, he just got taken down so quickly that they weren't even able to respond.
Yeah, exactly. And EL Gaming didn't have to put themselves in compromising positions to take down Kyungkam Power. They just poked, you know, just a little head over the rail tracks to take him down, and that was all they needed. So, really well played there by guys from EL Gaming, and like, you know, ending it with over 5,000 HP left. That was just a complete whitewashing of B Gaming, and well, I suppose that's what happens when EL Gaming, even after a rocky start, get their favorite or get one of their favorite maps, get a map that they're really, really comfortable on. You know, they kind of get back to their usual selves, I think. And maybe B Gaming, they might have had some strategies there for the first 2 maps in this series, for Mines and for obviously Ghost Town as well. But I mean, Prokhorovka didn't look like it.
No, definitely didn't look too good there for those guys. EL, of course, coming up supreme on Prokhorovka 2-0. Fox TS, the hero of that round, got a huge amount of damage in that TVP.
Yeah, absolutely massive. That's why we see the TVP picked there, just about 4,000 damage in that tier 10 Czechoslovakian medium. And flagged there in that batch at 1.8 thousand as well. Can't complain. So I think we've got down the bottom, what's that? Taki in his batch at 0 damage dealt. A little bit unfortunate.
That is. For
Mr. Taki Man. And Kyungkam Power in the STB, 389. So a little bit unfortunate, but moving on to our next map, of course, I think, well, it's going to be interesting for B Gaming.
Certainly is. Steps is going to be our final map here, or maybe final map.
Potentially final, yeah.
Between the two, and it is a great map. A great map for B Gaming. And it's a map that EL doesn't actually play very much. So I can see us here potentially, worst case for B Gaming, going to a tiebreaker.
Yeah, EL,
otherwise,
Gaming's only played it, what? 4 times?
Yeah.
Yeah, so really they don't have that much experience on it. So, Again, wouldn't be surprised to. I never thought I'd be saying this, but I wouldn't be surprised to see this one going out to a tiebreaker, 4-4. I'm going to actually bet that.
You reckon? I think it's fairly likely that we are going to see a tiebreaker coming out here as well. But we do know EL good on those open maps, so steps, opportunity, and obviously the artillery, as you mentioned, coming out here for them.
I like the Lorraine there by our friends over at EL Gaming. Not a bad pick at all, I believe. So, apart from that, just taking a look through both of the lineups. Nothing too crazy. Both teams going with nice, fast, mobile lineups here on steps, as is the norm. So you can kind of rotate around the map fast, react to intelligence that you gather, etc., etc.
B-Gaming have only lost a single round of steps throughout the first 4 weeks, plus the last couple of days as well, which is a very similar statistic to what we saw on Mines. Now, I feel like they're a better team on Mines than they are on steps.
I feel like they're a better team on Mines as well, because they have kind of specific plays, specific strategies for Mines that are built just for Mines. And while they might have some strategies here on steps as well, you know, probably send Matil up to the boost or something like that.
Yeah, I think that's a very crucial part of how much they've been able to have success on steps, is that Matil has probably perfected the boost better than anyone else.
Yeah, there we go. So we can see steps, of course, with those two flags, one up the north, one on the right of the map in the little valley. Let's see where these guys are rolling out to. And I do like the Lorraine here on steps. Again, I'm a bit of an M40 man myself, but the Lorraine, you know, you can definitely make it work here on steps. So, and Fox DS going to be driving that one.
B-Gaming starting off on the attack. Haven't lost a single round of steps attack so far. Meanwhile, EL Gaming have actually lost a round of steps defense. So I'd say this is an important round for B-Gaming if they want to get that 1-1.
Yep.
They have more of a percentage chance to get it on this attacking side for B-Gaming, I feel. At least statistically speaking.
Yeah, potentially. So right now, you're going to be seeing guys from B-Gaming just rolling around the 2 flag at the moment. They could actually push on towards it and start the cap, which is what it looks like 7mm is going to be doing. They're in that 113. So EL Gaming on the other side, you just need to react. Of course, Fox DS, he doesn't have to rotate. He can pretty much just sit there in that Lorraine and wait for spots. So that Lorraine has very large range, but the rest of EL Gaming, maybe they were expecting something up in the 1 flag. Maybe
it certainly seems that way. Now they've only got 28 seconds to work with here, and it's a fairly similar situation.
They actually need to send someone down now.
Yeah, they do. This is exactly the situation that we saw coming out on Ghost Town, and I really like this from B-Gaming again. They've got that pressure on EL Gaming. This time they're going to need to convert it a little bit better. Only 10 seconds left. I feel T4 might have gone a bit too aggressive here. He's being absolutely decimated. They should get the reset. I think nice, unless he goes down. Oh my word. Now we might see something coming out here for EL Gaming. Only 1 second left to get this reset. I don't think they're going to do it. B-Gaming, they might have just won it.
They've won it. They've just won it.
Have they?
Yes.
Are we sure?
B-Gaming just won it against EL Gaming with a cap victory on the cap. I can see them. You can see them running up to the cap, and EL Gaming, they weren't focused on the cap. There was a bit of a miscommunication or something there where, you know, the EL Gaming guys, they were focusing on the B-Gaming members that were not on the cap. They were focusing on taking them down. But in the meantime, there was the 3 guys from B-Gaming on the cap. Nice dropped. He would have been the one. He would have been the one, exactly.
It was fantastic focus fire from B-Gaming to take him down. I don't know what to say, Alex.
We're going to a tiebreaker with B-Gaming and EL Gaming.
Maybe a tiebreaker. Maybe.
Well, exactly.
Anyway,
or an EL Gaming loss.
Let's not get too far ahead of ourselves. Let's calm down. Breathe a little bit. Have a look at this. Nice. Yeah, let's see. Did anyone...
Look, none of their guns are pointing at the cap.
Yeah, but they weren't going to be able to shoot the cap. They needed to go over that ridge. I don't mind
Fair
them actually
enough.
taking down T4. I don't feel like they wasted any
And
time.
look, the ram comes in. Tacky Rams Guan Ren.
Yeah,
He knocks him off course.
that was really good. Really, really nice defensive play from the B Gaming guys that were holding off those cap players. You know, if the reset had come out, EL probably would have won that. They had already got that early pick. They had a lot of damage across to B Gaming. But this time, unlike Ghost Town, we saw that final cap come across just in time. So B Gaming cutting it fine, but they've managed to secure 4 on the board. So at the very least, they're going to be going to overtime against EL, which is a fantastic result for them. But we know Steps is such a good map for them. They've already picked up that 1 victory on their attacking side, which admittedly was a little bit lucky. But now on their defending side, I almost feel like they can close this out. I want to believe.
I want to believe as well. I picked 5-0 to EL Gaming.
Yeah.
This match 5-0.
I feel a little bit better. I picked at least one round for B Gaming.
Exactly. But in my predictions again, I was thinking, I was like, you know what? Maybe I'm gonna just go like for a crazy prediction here and go B Gaming for an upset or something like that. It was like, no, of course not. They're not gonna get it up. No way.
No way.
It's EL Gaming. They're 8-0 so far. You know, no one's got more than a single round against them to date.
Yeah.
But suddenly, we're in match point, Jordan. Match point.
I don't know what to say to you, Alex. I do not know what to say to you. I did not expect to see this coming. Let's, though, go ahead and have a look at the damage stats. And a fair bit of damage actually came out. Guan Ren and Black, I mean, yeah, to be fair, it was EL Gaming, of course, doing most of the damage.
Yeah.
But they just didn't get the damage that they needed.
Yeah. Exactly. It's as simple as that. They needed to get one shot on towards the base to reset the cap, but we're not able to.
Now, do you think that win was faster than EL's win? What was it? What map was it? It would have been Prokhorovka, I think, where EL got that super quick cap. There was a super quick battle.
I love
where
that.
EL, maybe it was the Ghost Town.
Honestly, actually, wait a minute. Where's Fox TS in that?
Missed 2 shots, presumably.
2 shots fired. You shouldn't miss 2 shots on 3 spotted targets that are sitting still.
Well, they
in the
weren't
cap.
spotted for his first shot. There was no way they were spotted.
For his first shot, yeah.
For the second shot, maybe,
For the
depending on
second
when he
shot-
shot it. Depending on when he fired it.
I didn't see any shots actually land near the cap
No,
either.
neither did I.
So maybe EL Gaming can blame him.
Oh yeah, blame the artillery.
Blame
player.
the artillery. Blame
Yeah,
the artillery.
yeah.
That sounds fair,
All
I
right.
think.
But no, importantly, I think B Gaming have got the faster win time here. So even if they do lose this one, they get to choose the side on the tiebreaker, which is Himmelsdorf, which is really good for them because, well, Himmelsdorf is not that great of a map for them overall, but they have a fantastic attacking side, really bad defending side. So I think the how quick these battles have come down to could play a part if EL Gaming pick up this one. But let's I don't want to wait anymore. Let's get ready to see this one here on Steps. I want to have a look and see what the tank lineups are first. Normal stuff. It's okay.
Yep, nothing too
Nothing
crazy.
crazy.
Nothing too crazy.
But I'm excited, Alex. I'm really excited. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm
can
very
tell.
excited for this one. I really want to see an upset.
Oh, please, that'd be amazing. But B Gaming, right now, I like the 113 pick that they've got going here. Something a little bit heavy that can just poke its head over without getting absolutely destroyed. The Object 140 as well. Probably going to be sending Til Matil in that A251 up to the defensive boost, up to the little hill on the near the spawn. And EL Gaming got the 113s, they've got the bat chats. Nothing too crazy there, really.
All right. Well, it all comes down to this for EL Gaming. They need to at least secure this tiebreaker before they can think about Himmelsdorf. But for B Gaming, this would be an historic victory here in the APAC region. No one has been able to get close to EL. So already B Gaming have done better than everyone else.
Already, yeah, B Gaming have muddied EL's excellent 8-0 streak because now they might have a tiebreaker win or loss. So they're not going to get 3 points. From this match. So just like that, EL Gaming are not going to have a perfect season.
Yes. Well, now they have to set their sights on at least getting that tiebreaker win. then they can at least say we haven't lost a game.
Yes, exactly. That'd be the dream.
For
And
EL, it would.
For EL. Yeah.
Not for B Gaming. They've tried so hard to get to this point. They definitely want to close this out in regulation time. But it all comes down to this round, and EL Gaming on the attack are making their way towards that 2-cap.
There we go. So let's take a look and see where these guys are heading out to on the EL Gaming side as well. So it's looking like we are going to be seeing EL Gaming also heading out towards a 2-cap. A little bit faster as B Gaming going to be heading out towards the 1-cap. Again, sort of seeing like a reverse repeat of what happened last game, Jordan.
Sort of, but at least for B Gaming, they've got Matil quite far forward, and he's been able to spot out a few of these guys. However, he needs to be very careful because he's got absolutely no backup. If someone rushes him from EL Gaming, he'll be in a bit of pressure, but he's going to get out of there okay. At the very least, though, B Gaming know that EL have one tank over towards that 2-cap, which, you know, where there's smoke, there's fire, as they say.
Exactly. So, right now, when Matil spotted, interesting that Matil didn't actually go for the boost, because in this situation where EL Gaming are actually going for the 2 flag, it really would have helped them out quite a bit. But instead, they're not. And now, okay, this is where I really, really hope that B Gaming don't just let the exact same thing happen to them. I really hope that.
Yep.
Because Tacky's not anywhere to be seen. Tacky's got a long time to get back on towards it, and B Gaming don't have an artillery to try and get these resets.
At the moment, B Gaming have the fastest round, so even if this does go to the tiebreaker, well, we'll see what happens with this round. Matil needs to get a reset. Please don't let this happen twice in a row. That would be absolutely insane. I might lose my brain.
No.
What is going on?
They've just let it happen.
No.
They've just let it be.
There's no way that happened. You can't tell me that's legitimate. How does this happen? Please. Is that a tiebreaker? That's a tiebreaker.
I'm done.
I think EL did that faster than B Gaming.
I think they did. I think they did.
So that would mean EL has the deciding. What is going on?
Okay.
Today has been absolutely insane.
I need a drink of water, Jordan.
Me too. I haven't even had time.
Exactly.
We've been always on camera. The game's been going too fast.
Oh my goodness. Seriously, how did B Gaming let that happen? They've just done the exact same thing to EL Gaming.
I have no idea.
And Matil, I saw him. I saw you.
Yeah.
He shot a tank that wasn't on the cap.
Oh.
And if he'd shot the cap tank, then that wouldn't have happened. So
maybe Matil not your favourite player anymore.
no, he's not.
He's gone.
He's out of out of my good books.
He's on the
See you
naughty
later,
list.
Til.
He's on the naughty list. Not getting any presents from Santa this week.
Nope, he's
this
not.
year. All right, well, I mean, it might seem a bit irrelevant, but let's go and have a look at the replay. Might get to watch the whole match again.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right, no, okay, so let's see what Matil shoots at, because I didn't pick up on that. And I might have a drink too.
Good idea. Oh, but yeah, 10 seconds left. And there was just no way. So Matil there, he got that shot off, and then he just died. He didn't have a chance to get the second one. 7mm fired.
I think he bounced or missed.
It either bounced or missed.
Okay, Alex. I have some news for you. EL Gaming are going to get the side pick in the tiebreaker. They got that in 2 minutes and 2 seconds.
Oh,
B Gaming capped it in 2 minutes and 11 seconds. That's how close it comes down to.
Oh my goodness.
But
2 minutes and 11 seconds.
Yeah. So that's really, really bad here for B Gaming. I mean, unless EL picks defense on Himmelsdorf, which I don't see them doing, B Gaming I felt really needed to get onto attack there on Himmelsdorf.
Yeah, no, this is one of the few situations where I will actually agree with the stats completely and say that statistically 0% win rate on the Himmelsdorf defense for B Gaming.
Yeah.
Like
EL's picked attack, by the way, I've just heard.
Yeah.
So, troublesome times now for B Gaming.
But it's today.
It is today,
It's
that's true.
Today.
Who knows?
I have no idea what might happen here. We'll see the tank picks obviously, and then go from there.
Yeah.
But I mean, Himmelsdorf, B Gaming defense.
Maybe another
Maybe it's about time.
B183.
Maybe it's about time for them to win one.
Well, it is, to be fair.
So, because I don't think they're a team that deserves a 0% win rate for the entire season.
No. But before we get too far ahead of ourselves, let's have a look at the post-game stats. Again, really nothing too crazy coming out here. It's pretty expected.
There we go. So nothing too crazy there. And it's looking like we also saw a flag down the bottom there. And, well, nothing too crazy for B Gaming on the bottom side as well. But honestly, I'm just looking at those, and I just have my eyes set on Himmelsdorf right now, Jordan, because like I don't know, like I don't know how to call this. I don't know how to pick this. I don't know what B Gaming going to be taking into Himmelsdorf here. Love to see them take like a FE215B 183.
Surely
like that.
they've got to do something. They can't pick the same strategies that they've been picking on Himmelsdorf because they haven't worked, and they've been against lesser opponents than EL Gaming.
Pretty sure they're one of the teams that picks the T110E3s, aren't they?
I
think so.
idea.
I think so. So, yeah.
Let's hope no T110E3 then.
Yeah. Anyways, maybe I'm just hating on it for no particular reason.
Well, it's not I mean, it doesn't have a very good win rate throughout the league so far. So, I mean, there is reason. Perhaps it's just not being used correctly, and the stats are being skewed, or it's being used by poorer teams. But regardless, the fact of the matter is the T110E3 doesn't have really any more than, what, like a 33% win rate. So
that's pretty poor.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
It is poor.
There we go. So I think that here on Himmelsdorf, we will be expecting EL Gaming to pick some standard heavy tanks. So EL probably, knowing them, will go for one bat chat at least, I would say.
I'd say so.
Then maybe
they might grab an E100. I think they do tend to pick one.
EL,
yeah, we've seen them pick it before.
Not
Generally, they like the FE215Bs a little bit more and the AMX 50Bs.
Yeah.
But I don't think E100
maybe
goes astray.
113s.
Yeah, I mean, there's lots of options on Himmelsdorf. Just choose a heavy tank and go, I like that one. And generally speaking, it works.
Pretty much. Pretty much.
I don't know. I'm just like a little bit,
jittery, yep.
You know, come on. Surely B Gaming can convert this.
Surely. You'd think so. But, you know, again, with the 0% win rate, like, and EL Gaming always looks stronger in the Himmelsdorf attack.
They do.
We've seen some
EL haven't lost a single round on Himmelsdorf either, by the way. So they have a 100% win rate out of 8 games on Himmelsdorf.
Yep. So pretty tricky, but, well, I guess we'll wait and see. Let's take a look at the tank lineups.
Let us indeed have a look and see whether or not we're going to be seeing something interesting coming out from B Gaming, and indeed we are.
Oh yes,
this is the dream, Alex.
Oh yes, the dream. I love it. I love it. Oh, they've gone full crazy with their picks right here. I mean,
they've gone full Dark Wolves.
Yeah, they've gone full Dark Wolves exactly. With the 183, the 4005. They've gone ISs. They don't have. Yeah, they don't have any FE215Bs. They don't have any 113s. Like, I really like this setup from B Gaming on the defense. Like, and going up against EL Gaming side, the 183, the FE4005. Look, they're gonna like seeing the AMX 50B. You know, it's you can go through an AMX 50B's armor. Not with ease, but you can go through it. Can go through the side of a 113 if you do it right. The back, obviously. So overall, there's some pretty good tank picks for B Gaming to be playing against, and that gives me a lot of hope that this should be their first defensive win on Himmelsdorf.
In saying that, the FE4005 and the 183 can go so wrong.
Oh, absolutely. They could both end up dealing like no damage. Literally, no damage. You know,
Yeah.
I would. You know, it's always a possibility when you pick those British Tier 10 tank destroyers that you just may end up completely whiffing it, missing a shot, getting rushed down by auto loaders, and just dropping it. That could definitely happen.
Yeah.
But with the way that B Gaming's been playing today, like.
I mean, they used them very well on mines.
They use it very well on mines. They obviously know how to use them, and that's the most important point with these tank destroyers. With these British tank destroyers, you need to know how to use them. You can't just pick it. It's not like any other tank.
Yeah.
It requires a specialization, and B Gaming have that.
Okay, well, it's all down to this one now, Alex. B Gaming on the defensive side. The odds very much stacked against them here. The map favors the attacking side. EL, a fantastic Himmelsdorf team. And B Gaming, well, they're okay on Himmelsdorf attack, but they're completely rubbish on Himmelsdorf defense. So, just to set the scene, doesn't look good there for B Gaming.
No, it does not. So right now, B Gaming are going to be setting up in fairly stock standard, I think, defensive positions. And I really like where a good friend Utori is sat.
Yep.
So we can see he's in this very, very nice position here. Essentially lets him poke his turret over that little mound there and get resets on towards the A7 area. So that basically means that Black doesn't have the option to do a cheeky, sneaky cap up in A7. So I really like that. We are seeing some tanks up on the hill were spotted. I think that was probably an AMX 50B. Yep, Fox TS up on the hill. So he was spotted earlier, and a few shots came out either way, but none really managed to connect.
Yeah, EL Gaming did get quite a few spots across, so they know somewhat of the general direction that B Gaming are going with this defense, so they know a little bit of what they're going to be going up against. But still, they have yet to go super aggressive, and this is an EL Gaming that we don't see a lot on Himmelsdorf. Generally, when we see them play Himmelsdorf, they will just rush down Banana and take the fight at the 2 cap. But they're being super cautious here. They don't want to make any mistakes. And at the moment, well, they haven't really made any, but B Gaming have got an advantage.
I think that's maybe an issue for them, that like you said, they're doing something different to what they do normal. You know, they're playing a little bit more cautiously, a little bit more defensively, and like any other day against any other team. Like if this was the first game in the series, then I'm pretty sure EL Gaming would have just rushed right on towards the 2 cap, you know, done their normal strat, and potentially it would have worked out well. But it's just a little bit worrying that they are losing confidence. I think you can see that they're losing confidence here against B Gaming.
Yes, however, they have a wealth of experience to back themselves up with, and they haven't lost a single game this season. I dare say they don't intend to start now. EL Gaming should be able to pull through in this one. B Gaming just have to come up with something absolutely massive. They have to really dig deep here, because this is their one chance. They might be the only team that takes EL Gaming down all season, so they have to take this and grasp it by the horns.
Yeah, they have to, as right now you're going to be seeing Sunmi in that 113 to try and get some eyes on towards that 2 cap for EL Gaming. But B Gaming right now, very, very, very happy just to sit back. And this is really, really interesting to watch, because EL, they're never a team to let Himmelsdorf attack wait this long. You know, this isn't like them, so they're obviously putting so much thought into every single move here. They need to win this. They need to keep their unbeaten record.
Oh, this IS-4 might be in trouble here. He's got his back facing to the 2 AMX 50Bs. This could be a great start coming out here for EL Gaming. He's getting absolutely decimated right now, getting shot from up on the hill as well. No one from B Gaming can back Super Hiroshi up here, and he is going to go down. That's the first tank in the favor here of EL Gaming.
Brilliant, brilliant pick there for EL Gaming. They've just got themselves off to an excellent start. There's no repercussions from B Gaming. And now B Gaming have to scramble a little bit. So
still haven't seen either of those tank destroyers get involved. That's really, I think, the turning point here for B Gaming. If they get a lucky roll, or if they get a couple of lucky rolls, then it could very much swing in the favor of B Gaming. But if we just see a regular standard sort of battle coming out here where the 2 tank destroyers don't really do a whole lot, EL Gaming are going to win it.
And Taki actually taking a lot of damage, trading it out. He does not have a repair kit, so he's in a lot of trouble.
It's okay for now, but
he is going to repair it.
Extremely low. Not a favorable trade there for B Gaming, considering they're already down a tank. And he does need help. Kyung Power can probably take out someone if they try and rush him. So that could be a nice bait setup that B Gaming have got here. But it's really going to come down to Kyung Power taking the right time to peek. Nice has been spotted. And now we can see Kyung Power in the FV4005 coming across. Is he going to be able to get the shot across here? He does, but it doesn't pen. It's not going to be enough. Kyung Power, he's getting absolutely decimated. And he doesn't get the kill. But Kyung Power is so low on HP.
Yeah, that he needed that roll. It's as simple. He needed that roll there, Keon Campbell. He needed to go through it. He needed to deal 1,700 or so damage with that hair shell on towards the AMX 50B, and he doesn't now. So B Gaming, they're 2 tanks down. Keon Campbell is just about dead, and I'm not too sure he's shooting.
He is dead now.
He's dead,
So they're 3 tanks down.
and this is going to be so hard.
T4 is the last hope.
T4 is the last hope. It's the chosen one.
Till spotting out Guanren there, but now we can see EL Gaming starting to put the pressure on to B Gaming. That cap has been started. Utori yet to really have much of an impact here. He's going to be up against quite a few members of EL Gaming. Maybe he can draw the fire off them and allow T4 to get a big shot across, but really, even if T4 gets one good shot, is it going to be enough?
Oh,
and
no,
it's not penetrated either. Only
Utori-
690 there onto flag.
Utori is just getting rushed down right here. Those 113s in the AMX is doing so much work on towards that IS4. So flag, he's going to be able to take him out with only 3 tanks remaining, and EL with a full strength lineup. I do not see B Gaming getting back in towards this one. There is only a certain amount of magic that an FB215 B183 can do,
Not enough.
and that was not enough.
You're exactly right. This has not worked out at all for B Gaming. Both of those tank destroyers, I mean, sure, they got the shots across, but neither of them were able to get that magic roll. And unfortunately there for B Gaming, it's all down to the 1390 of Till Matil here. Can he make amends for the last map? I'm going to go with no. But EL Gaming, such a composed victory so far on Himmelsdorf. They haven't even lost a single tank. They did exactly what needed to be done. And yes, they played very slowly compared to their usual style, but it worked out exactly how it needed to.
Yeah, poor Till Matil not even going to be able to get the reset right there. And
Doesn't surprise me after last map.
Yeah. Oh, savage.
Well, in the end, it is going to be EL Gaming with a 5-4 victory over B Gaming, but B Gaming really gave that one a good crack. Fell short in the end at the final hurdle, but certainly it was a cracker of a match.
It certainly was. Look, absolutely, we could not ask for a better series there for B Gaming and EL. Like, we were expecting it to be 5-0, 5-1.
Yep.
When we were coming into this, and to have B Gaming come out so strong on mines, and then do so well on steps as well on one side, and then the other side just like
Capitulate. Fell apart.
Oh, so hard for B Gaming, because they came so close to beating the best team in the competition, but they didn't quite do it.
Yep.
At least they can say they've come closer than anyone else.
They certainly have come closer than anyone else, but let's go back and relive the pain there for B Gaming on Himmelsdorf. This was such a fantastic play from EL. They knew that Super Hiroshi was there because they'd spotted him earlier, and they recognized that he had absolutely no one to back him up there.
Yeah.
Even just that, after that, you could have been like, okay, this game's over.
Yeah,
pretty much. Unless something crazy happened with the FB4005. And even then, I mean, that was just utter perfection from EL.
Yeah. 183 did pretty much nothing as well, and look, Utori was in a nice spot, but by this time he was just done. Like, there was no one else around. 183, well, yeah, just got completely destroyed. Couldn't even reload.
I'm pretty disappointed there, because I reckon if B Gaming had won that, I would have just been like flying off to another planet. Just like, I don't know. Oh well.
Oh well, there you go.
Beggars can't be choosers.
B Gaming though,
such a good performance.
If that's the thing though, if B Gaming can do that to EL Gaming, 5 for them in such a close match, then like that just means to me that we have a really close season on our hands, because we've seen B Gaming go, you know, even with some other teams, lose to some other teams before recently in the last like week or two.
Yeah.
So when everything is as close as that, really, then we're in for an amazing second half of the season.
Yeah, well, everything's going to heat up in the second half of the season, obviously, because, you know, we're not going to be seeing some of these lesser teams giving over some pretty easy wins to the stronger teams. It's going to be just strong teams against strong teams. So things are going to be getting a lot closer, but before we go to a break, we'll have a look at our post-battle stats.
Oh,
Wow, those
quiet.
AMX 250, AMX 50Bs just going absolutely massive for EL.
Yeah, 5,000 damage. That was, I think, probably every single shot hitting just about.
Yeah.
I think so. Doing absolute work there was Mr. Quiet. And all of the other AMX 50Bs, but the FV4005 look 820 damage.
That was just one shot, I think, that hit.
Yeah.
I don't think the other one hit. Yes, disappointing for Kyung Kam Power, but we did say they kind of had to go for something a little bit out there. They had to really hope for that roll of the dice.
Exactly, it was worth a try. It was worth a try. And it's just unfortunate that the IS got caught out, you know, early on. Because after that, it just made it so hard, and they needed some really good rolls that didn't get them. Then the AMX 50B sort of got caught out, and really, that was it. By the time they were 2 tanks down, there's no way to come back from that.
Yeah, no.
Against EL Gaming.
Especially against EL Gaming. Maybe against a lesser team, you might have been able to come back from that one, but it was always going to be a difficult situation after you were a tank down, and you were really just relying on almost luck in that situation there. But just in the end, wasn't quite enough for B Gaming. They certainly had a well-fought battle up against EL Gaming there, but it wasn't enough in the end. 5-4 to EL Gaming with the tiebreaker victory on Himmelsdorf, going over to the Chinese team. Now, though, we'll head to a quick break, but stay tuned. We've got our featured matchup coming up next. It is going to be Karen Tiger and Horseman. Don't go anywhere.